Good morning, students. Now, today we will study about some early stone tools. They were hand axe, chopper, cleaver, scraper, arrowhead, and blades. These were the most commonly used stone tools at the time of the Stone Age. So, let us see what was the use of the hand axe. It was a pear-shaped tools with the sharp edges. Means its shape was like pear and it had the sharp edges and all the sides. It was mainly used for cutting certain object or smashing things. Next was chopper. Chopper was mainly made by sharpening the thinner edges of the stones, and it was made mainly for chopping the meat. Next was the cleaver. Cleaver was a wide chisel type edge to cut other stone or small branches of the trees. Means it was wide and like a chisel. Chisel means cheni. It was like a chisel and it was mainly used to cut the small stones and the branches of the tree. Next was scraper. Scraper was mainly used to clean or scrap the skin of the animals. Next is arrowhead. It was mainly used to kill the running animals. And the next invention was the blade. These were small stone tools that were made by flicking the edges. Means by hitting the edges were sharpened, and it had the two parallel cutting edges. Means these were the stone tools that were made during the stone tool time, early stone tool times. Next is discovery of fire. So the most important feature of the Paleolithic period was the discovery of fire. It was turning point for the humankind. Earlier, maybe human must have found the natural fire, but the creation of the fire by the human was only by the chance or by an accident. What the archaeologists believe that fire was probably produced by rubbing two stones against each other. Gradually, early human learned how to use the fire in various ways. So let us see what were the advantages of fire in those days. It could keep the people warm and light up the dark caves. Means the fire was used to keep the people warm and lighten up the dark caves. It helped the human to roast and cook the food. Further, it was used to scare away the wild animals and helped early human in their battle for survival. Means the fire was also used to scare away the wild animals and help human in the battle for their survival. Next is Cheshuanza in Kenya, that is in East Africa, shows one of the earliest evidence of fire in the lower Paleolithic age. Means at these places we can find the earliest evidence of the fire. Now let us see how the fire was formed and what are the evidences. The fire was formed by the evidence by an accident. So the evidences we can find in Cheshuanza, that is in Kenya, and Kurnool in India. So it was discovered in the Paleolithic age. So what was it used? It used for fire. The fire was used for providing warmth, light up the caves, cooking foods, and keeping away wild animals. Now, let us start the Mesolithic age. The Old Stone Age was succeeded by Middle Stone Age or Mesolithic age. The Mesolithic age dates from around 10,000 BC to 8,000 BC. Further, people continued to live by hunting, gathering, although changes in the climate encouraged changes in the diet. Means at the time of Mesolithic age also the people were the hunters and the gatherers, and due to the climate changes there was certain changes in their diet. Now, there was a greater emphasis on small animals and plant food, particularly wild cereals. Means the greater emphasis was given for the food on the small animals and on the plant wild cereals, that is wild grains. Greater interest in the particular type of animal and plant and ultimately led to the domestication of certain animals. So interest in the smaller animals ultimately led to the domestication of small animals such as dog, and the dog became the first pet of the human because it defended them from the wild animals. It protected them from the wild animals. Next is, in this age people used small efficient tools called microliths. Means at this age the people were making the stones tools that were small and they were called microliths. You can see the picture of microliths here. Next is, these tools were smaller, sharper and were more efficient than the tools of the Paleolithic age. So tomorrow we will be continuing from the case study that is of Nevasa and Kurnool. Thank you.